So today I'm going to be talking about intramembranous and endochondral bones. I'm going to distinguish the differences between the two and explain how these bones develop and grow. So starting off with intermembranous bones, these type of bones originate within sheet-like layers of connective tissue. Intermembranous bones they're broad, flat bones, so it includes the skull bones, some of the facial bones, the clavicles, and the sternum. And okay, so how they grow and develop is through intramembranous ossification. So it's the process of the replacement of thin connective tissue membranes with bone. So it starts off with mesenchymal cells and primitive tissue differentiate into osteoblasts. So these osteoblasts are the bone-forming cells. And once these osteoblasts are completely surrounded by matrix, they are now osteocytes in leucinae. And then the mesenchyme on the outside forms the periosteum. And then on the other hand, endochondral bones, they start off as masses of hyaline cartilage. These include the long bones and most of our skeleton, the femur, the humerus, radius, tibia, phalanges, and vertebrae. And for this process, it's called the endochondral ossification. It's the process of replacing hyaline cartilage to form an endochondral bone. So it begins as a hyaline cartilage model, and then chondrocytes, which are the cartilage cells, they get bigger, the leucinae grows, and then matrix breaks down, and then chondrocytes start dying. Once that happens, osteoblasts will invade the area, and they will deposit bone matrix. And then osteoblasts then start forming the spongy and then compact bone. And then finally, once all that happens, it's encased by matrix, and then now osteoblasts are now osteocytes. So basically, endochondral bones, they make most of our bones, which is the long bones. And then on the other hand, we have the intermembranous that do flat bones. So while both of these processes are more similar than they are different, the obvious difference between the two is just the site of the activity, the organization, and the number of centers of ossification, and then what is being replaced. So like I said, intramembranous ossification forms the flat bones that include the skull and face, jaw, clavicle, most of those, and that is formed in a sheet-like layer that resemble a membrane. And then on the other hand, the endochondral ossification forms most of the other bones in our body, which is like the long bones, and they replace cartilage with bone. So yeah, that's it. Thanks.